Thank you for spending another midweek moment with WPT. First, a word from our sponsor.
Hello, WPT. We are excited to partner with you in providing quality benefits at lower prices. We are thrilled to introduce a new program that will complement your current health coverage. It has a direct effect on reducing healthcare spending with a proven return on investment. We have found this program is excellent at attracting and retaining quality employees while helping to drive better health outcomes. And the cost of the plan builds out at no cost to you. We're excited to present this opportunity to the members of WPT Incorporated. Security Plus LLC has been reducing the cost of employee benefits across the country for decades, and we'd like to add you to that growing list of satisfied customers.
Well, hello and welcome back. I'm Paul Roseski. Today is the 1st of May, 2024. Today's award for the most random Hallmark holiday celebrated today goes to Bread Pudding Recipe Exchange Day. As always, please celebrate responsibly. Hope is in the air, in spite of people that just can't keep their mouths shut. Although a couple of you may think I'm implying something about a certain former president, I'm really talking about the Federal Reserve, who's been talking about cutting rates, which gets everyone's hopes up. And then when the news comes out about inflation not slowing down as much as they anticipated, they can't live up to their promises. It's like telling a kid that you should be able to get dessert. An expectation is set, and then the lingering disappointment when it doesn't happen feels like a letdown, which is worse than if they would have just been told, let's wait and see. Seems kind of simple. Just talk to somebody in banking that simply said, I wish the Federal Reserve would just stop talking. With that sentiment, let's pivot and let's jump into some news together. First off, Happy New Homeowners Day, another holiday celebrated today. It's a happy day for you because if not owning, you'd be renting. And in case you missed it, a well-publicized report came out that listed Wisconsin as the 9th highest rent increase in the nation, with Milwaukee having the 10th highest rent increases in the nation for metro areas. One's got to wonder what the future holds for Milwaukee. Rents are taking big jumps, and with their massive school referendum squeaking through a month ago, I don't see how that helps rent prices level off for them anytime in the next few years. It's another bullet point in the long list of things that are straining people's budgets and livelihoods. If there isn't enough moderately priced inventory of rentals, the prices of those that do exist get driven up. Actually, it's a good segue into our next topic because, in other news, numbers came out for staffing levels in Wisconsin's penitentiary system, another issue that's been getting plenty of publicity. For them, once raises for guards and employees were improved, hiring was able to ramp up, and pretty big-sized classes of newly trained guards have been sworn in over a number of months. For them, unemployment numbers in prisons have mostly dropped. New positions in the Wisconsin prison system right now have gone from 35% open rate to 18%. The one challenge that remains is the facility in Waupun. Unfortunately, its position vacancy rate is still at 52%. Only half of their staffing need is covered, even with a starting salary that has reached $41 an hour. The prison can't get further ahead because of the limited applicant pool in a small town and surrounding areas. It would appear that there isn't enough inventory of homes or rentals to accommodate the need of people that may even want to move there. But it's in a spot where commuting is from a larger area is a pretty long haul. It's another example of something that looks like it may not be improving anytime soon. In other news, Governor Tony Evers announced that he helped Wisconsin Economic Development Corporation Secretary and CEO Missy Hughes spend some of her budget. Actually, it's more like together they announced that more than 493 $25,000 in Fab Lab grants to train students in science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics skills and prepare them for careers using advanced technologies have been announced. These labs are high technology workshops equipped with computer-controlled manufacturing components such as 3D printers, laser engravers, computer numerical control routers, better known as CNC routers, and plasma cutters, giving high school students exposure and introductions to potentially high-paying jobs in demand skills and careers. So among others, congrats to the Butternut, Fall River, Hayward, Nakusa, New Lisbon, Random Lake, and Whitehall school districts. Those are a couple of the 18 school districts that received about $25,000 each to help outfit their high schools with this equipment. And finally, in an interesting turn of events, Dane County Court overturned a 2022 decision by the Public Service Commission that had allowed a family in Stevens Point to use third-party financing to install solar on their home. Under that agreement, the family would lease the system from Northwind Renewable Energy Cooperative. And while similar lease agreements are common in other states, the law has been confirmed by the courts here in Wisconsin that it's a no-go. Utilities are largely opposed to third-party financing for solar installations, saying it violates state law, which the courts confirmed, by allowing the installers to act as a utility without being regulated as one. Found this interesting. The executive director of the Wisconsin Utilities Association said, quote, "We are pleased with the decision of the court affirming our position that if you provide energy to the public, either directly or indirectly, you must be regulated as a public utility," unquote. It seems like another example of state law, whether it was written this way on purpose, influence of the utilities, or it's getting interpreted in an unintended way, really could use to be fixed. It feels like the utilities should have bigger things to do than to focus on companies trying to help people put a few solar panels on their houses, because if they could outright buy the panels, this wouldn't be an issue. Wonder if it's an issue because it's a lease instead of a rental. Don't know. It's now a couple of weeks in a row of energy providers doing stuff that just isn't a flattering look. Last week, it looked like profiteering. If you didn't catch it, listen to last week's episode. This week looks like bullying people who just want to do solar. Why is it so important to keep businesses from leasing instead of renting to the homeowner? Is it that big of a difference? Is it just limiting options that people and companies have to provide this service to the public? Maybe it's just another example of wanting power and control. The optics sure look that way, as if they don't have enough of that already, being power and control. In closing, I will leave you with a quote from George Washington. Experience teaches us that it is much easier to prevent an enemy from posting themselves than it is to dislodge them after they have got possession. Have a great second half of your week, and as always, thanks for listening. Wisconsin Property Taxpayers Inc. is a nonpartisan membership organization consisting of thousands of small business, farm, and homeowner members in every corner of the state. Founded in 1985, the organization is committed to providing its members with up-to-date information, legislative advocacy, and exclusive cost-saving benefits. Find out how to join at WPTOnline.org/join.